mind games from Daigo.
I mentioned this a lot at 25th anniversary. You know, Daigo playing a lot more for fun. You see a lot more smiles on his face than he did. He used to be known. He had the reputation for being
No
emotionless.
face. Yeah. Tokido's the murder face. Daigo was the no face. And now Daigo with the smiles.
So very, very cool stuff for Daigo.
And Daigo very content to sit back amongst the fireballs. Tokido maybe aware of that, not as interested in trying to play the keep-away game. And Daigo, again, knowing he wasn't at the right range to uppercut, Normal's might not have been in position, not going for an anti-air, just letting him land. Very cool stuff.
Oh, wow. Chased down the focus backdash.
Oh,
he tried to option select it. He tried it, but the Hurricane just went the wrong way. It's okay. No harm, no foul.
That's what's great about that option select. If he goes teleports to the other side, like you sail away to relative safety.
Oh, Daigo. I mean, here's an opportunity for Tokido, but he drops the combo.
I thought Daigo had a good chance for an uppercut there, but so both players getting a pass.
Oh,
Wrong
no,
way.
That's not going to work. But, you know, he gets out of that situation. Ryu, not a character with a lot of fast, far
No, he needs the super to be able to punish that in that situation, and far too early to be queued up, especially with the amount of EXs he's been throwing so far. And again, Daigo, the statement here so far, here's the Vortex.
Whip punish, great stuff from Tokido.
Daigo weathers it quickly.
He's got a lot of catching up to do. But Akuma's one of those characters who can do it, but not in that situation.
A really beautiful first round from Daigo, just saying, no shenanigans. You're not going to get any shenanigans here. You're going to have to play straight up with me and go toe-to-toe, and I'm in complete control. So what do you got? What do you got aside from your parlor tricks? Dark side. Oh, wow. Good read there, but Tokido with the canceling the focus very quickly.
All right, Tokido in, but a backdash from Daigo just to get him out of that situation. And again,
smelling that focus.
Daigo,
good trade.
Not the kind of player afraid to burn all of his meters, to walk around with empty meter.
And Daigo in great position there, just fast enough to avoid crumples on those focus attacks from Tokido, which is the right response, but it doesn't really get paid off unless you're landing that bigger combo. Daigo in the corner, going to try and battle his way back, but content. Again, just not looking pressured, not making any crazy moves. Oh, content to sit there. Okay. Good punish.
Throw, and here's that setup. And Daigo says, you know what? I've seen this a million times.
And as close as this match is relatively prior to that Ultra, Tokido has nothing going here. Yeah. He's not been able to generate one solid series. He's trading blows and hanging tough. Wake up, crouch, jab.
He went for it. Tokido went for it.
Yeah.
And Daigo read that.
Yeah, he's like, what are you going to do? Probably going to go for,
that
throw into some shenanigans. Yeah.
Crouch tech would have came out as crouch short, so Daigo specifically was trying to stop him from walking up with that crouch jab.
And Daigo just coming out at the better. Beautiful. That's exactly right.
Right under
perfect range. He just looks so in control, not doing anything spectacular. This is not a pyrotechnics match. Oh, there is a lot of fireballs, but that notwithstanding, not the flashiest match, but just so solid, just demonstrating control, insight into the mind of his opponent. And Tokido can be an explosive player. You saw him pop off against K-Brad. He looked a little bit asleep against that first round, but then really came alive and then was very dominant. Tokido not able to get that sort of emotional power burst to try and get some crazy guessing games going against Daigo.
Yeah, I mean, Daigo is playing a very high frustration game. There's a couple of times where Tokido is going to do a block string that really isn't going to lead him much, and Daigo, he goes for the reset.
Wow.
Again, Daigo's scoping out. He said, I've seen these tricks before.
And that was Tokido's best series so far in the match.
Yeah, but he said, you know what? He scoped out that
standing fierce reset, please, yeah.
Oh, Demon Flip Palm getting in there. Oh, but then Tokido drops the combo. Wanted to go low strong into EX Hurricane.
Trying to maintain that pressure, burning the meter, stay close. Daigo just walks back out of the range, but still in some trouble here. Tokido, oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Sails right over his head. Daigo with no punish. Oh, it smelled the chip. Smelled it. Great stuff.
Look at that expression on Tokido's face.
He really needed that round, and he got it.
Yeah, he didn't have the meter for an FADC.
Yes.
So that was either that was kill or be killed. Bet the farm on that chip.
Putting it all on the round. Caught him dashing towards. Good punish.
Always goes for the jab uppercut so he gets set up.
There he goes.
And Ryu got to be close to stun now.
There it is. Tokido keeping that pressure. Daigo not looking phased, but obviously with a huge deficit here.
Tokido looking so strong right now.
Daigo's going to want to try and build his super. Indeed, he's got it. Daigo can probably focus through a single fireball, unless Tokido reads it with the X. He's got the meter he needs.
Ooh. Okay, he spent the meter there on an EX fireball, and as soon as he did that, Tokido wasn't scared of a super anymore.
Yes.
Just went
and
right
able
into
to
the
throw
EX
that fireball and
yeah.
just control that space to close it out with a regular fireball following the EX. Great stuff from Tokido. Tokido knows he got a few surprise opportunities there, but made the most of them.
Oh, nice. Chasing down that backdash with the low roundhouse.
Great block from Tokido there on the overhead from Daigo. I was not expecting that at all, and Tokido read it perfectly.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Stopping that, and here we go. Tokido getting some momentum here. Like you said, he hasn't been able to get much, but finally getting some play after that near perfect last game.
Daigo eats the overhead standing up. Good pressure here from Tokido. Wow, stand short, baiting it out.
That was some hyper fighting footsie.
Yes, that's some old man stuff.
And you know, Tokido's been playing great this round. He's been doing really well. I feel like he's had most of the momentum. Yet here comes Daigo with a life lead.
He's so tough to phase. That's the thing. Like, you don't get any sort of mental advantage against your pressure strings. He's been there a million times before, caught in the backdash. Wow, Tokido with a little unforced air there. Daigo just moving in, now out of the meter. Whoa.
Ooh.
I think he was trying to challenge with an uppercut, and there it is.
Wow.
That was, talk about leaving it all out there. That was all or nothing for Daigo, and definitely would not have won on chip. That was, this is going to hit or I'm going to throw this round away.
Daigo is at match point against his rival and good friend, Tokido. Okay, good uppercut for Tokido, but again, oh wow, Daigo's going for it.
That should be easily hit confirmable for a player of Daigo's caliber. Hard knockdown again from that jab uppercut as he called out. Gets the stun, and this is going to be a big round two for Tokido.
Mad
Cats
point for both players.
Has got to be loving this.
We have been here many times, and Akuma starting off with a lot of meter, so he's got a lot of
What?
fireballs. Wow.
What an answer from Daigo. It just says, I don't care. What about fierce uppercut for no reason?
And here we go, opportunity for Tokido. He's got a huge life lead.
What is going on?
And Tokido is going to take it over Daigo.
That is incredible. Daigo with 4 completely insane uppercuts. And Tokido weathers the storm. Daigo landing none of them. Even after that low strong end uppercut, that's the most easily hit confirmable normal in the game, perhaps. The crowd chanting his name. Incredible stuff. Daigo must have had something in his mind, but is now going to be spending his time in the loser's bracket. Tokido marching forward.
It was just one of those situations. He just didn't believe Tokido wouldn't try something 4 times in a row.
And for all I said about the transcendence of Daigo's play and wanting to play a pure game,